The price of freedom is uncertainty. Welcome back to episode 19 of 24 Lessons by 24. Freedom isn't a vibe, it's a risk. But once we accept that, we create room for ourselves to choose. When I was in high school, all I could think about was how much I hated school and how badly I wanted to take a gap year after. I had dreamt for years of moving to France and becoming fluent in the language. The beautiful countryside, the language of love, the city of love. These were all things that I wanted desperately. But unfortunately, I never had the balls to pull the trigger. My parents had said, "Well, what's your plan?" And I had none. So I became fearful that I would fall behind if I didn't start college right away, just like the rest of my peers. But this is probably one of my biggest regrets to this day. The thing that people get wrong is that risks aren't inherently bad. For some reason, society demonizes taking risks, and people are quick to point out what can go wrong rather than what can go right. But uncertainty is the soil where freedom grows. And really, the younger you are, the more risks you can take. And if we nurture that soil and give it the nutrients it needs, we can choose what kind of sapling we get to become. Choose where we want to live, who we want to spend our time with, what sports we want to play, and ultimately, the kind of person we want to become. We think that we need 3 degrees and a 6-figure job and that we need to live in the big city because that's what everyone else does. That's where all the money is. And well, if you want to be successful, you need money. But I've started to notice that there's been a big shift in our generation in looking at alternatives. Living on a farm, growing our own food, or learning a trade to become more self-sufficient. Starting a community somewhere in the woods. I think the biggest shame in life is just doing something because that's what everyone else is doing. So stop for a moment and think, is this really what you want? Or is it just what everyone else is telling you it's what you should want? So if you're seeing this, just remember, the younger you are, the more risks you can take. The next lesson is tomorrow, so follow for more.